In the hustle and bustle of everyday life on Earth in 2025, it's hard to escape life's problems. So I hope this video helps you to escape and have at least a few minutes of peace of mind. Let's talk comics. Okay, let's talk about Purely Fictional. Purely Fictional is an urban psychological thriller with a little bit of time travel. Evel, the main character, finds himself in big trouble because he burns his place of employment down to the ground because his boss belittled him for years. This project I did single-handedly, and it took me 12 years to complete. It took me 12 years to complete because I'm doing the job of 8 people. I'm the writer, the penciler, the inker, the colorist, the letterer, the editor, the publisher, and the promoter. I'm doing 8 jobs and I can only do one thing at a time. That's why it took 12 years. So, I'll tell you a little bit about how I did it, and let's take a look. Okay, so it took me 12 years to complete. These are the pencils. I started in February of 2008. And it was published January 4th, 2020. I started it out by doing pencil drafts, which is what these are. They're basically the whole story written out and drawn. They're not the best drawings in the world, but I had to get my ideas down on paper because, I couldn't go straight into doing the full comic without doing drafts first, or else I would have been wasting time making corrections. Some of these are like second drafts, but some of them I was happy with from the beginning. But it did take, I think, a year and a half to do all the pencils and all of these rough drafts. Okay, so when I was making the book, after I went from the rough drafts, I went to refining them and making them into like a final drawing, which is what these are. And one of the problems I ran into was that I had to fill in a lot of the black area, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to fill in the black area manually because it would take too much time, and time was of the essence. So what I did was I took the black area, outlined it, and then I filled it in with autofill using the paint bucket tool in Photoshop. So as you can see, a lot of it is not filled out in black. See, here's the final version of it. You can see where I filled it in black. Using the paint bucket tool. I had to do that in order to save time. But later on, what I found out was I wanted to add a little color to it, but I didn't want full color, so I went grayscale. So I did want the original artwork to be impressive, so I stopped using the paint bucket to autofill the black parts. And I started filling them in manually, as you can see in these originals. But the final product came out pretty good though. Okay, so Purely Fictional is now available in paperback on lulu.com. I'll put a link in the description. But I just wanted to let you guys know that even though it took 12 years, it was well worth it. I used to draw on the night shift when I worked at this 24-hour gas station. Sunday nights and Monday nights were the slowest. So once I did my rounds, I could sit behind the counter and work on the book. But it did take 12 years to complete, but I finally did it, and it's published and it's available. And if you'd like a copy, click the link and order a copy. It'll get shipped right to you. Thanks for watching.